Here we are again on Danforth Avenue in Toronto, and it's actually the second day of our Show the Truth mission. And again, this year we're back in Toronto. It's a busy place and there's lots of people, and that's our goal, to show the truth. Lots of people to see our signs, and occasionally we meet passers-by who would like to talk to us about their experience with abortion, or just in terms of pro-life in general and the effectiveness of our signs. So today we happen to meet Mike. And do you live in Toronto, Mike?
I live right down the street in Prestontown, about a half a mile.
And were you born in Toronto?
I was born in Chicago, but I moved here in the 60s, and I've lived in Prestontown for 45 years, so this is my home. Canada's my home, and Toronto's my home.
Wow, okay, that's cool. So you were actually just talking about the American president during the war, and you were saying that Eisenhower ordered pictures of the Holocaust?
Yes. When the U.S. liberated the death camps, they found terrible atrocities. They found bodies lying all over. They found emaciated prisoners. And Dwight Eisenhower, who was then the general in charge of all the Allied forces, ordered pictures to be taken, moving pictures to be taken of all those events, everything they saw. And that's why today on videos, on documentaries, you still see those pictures. And he ordered them to be taken basically because he said someday someone's going to say this never happened. And he wanted it on record that it did happen and how bad it was.
Yeah.
And I think that what you're doing with Me Show the Truth is very much the same. Okay? But what's happening in abortion clinics is not very pretty, but it's happening. And those pictures are true. They aren't adulterated. They're real pictures of real babies who have been aborted. And people need to know that.
Right. No, we do sometimes get accused of somehow photoshopping these pictures, or but they're all well documented. Mm-hmm. They're all babies that have been aborted, and so they're real and they're true. And it's difficult to argue with a picture.
Yes.
That's why we show them, because there's a lot of rhetoric, a lot of euphemisms, but when you see that picture and it gets burned in your brain, you know you're looking at a dead human child.
That's right. There's something else too, that the argument about the personhood is to me a red herring. The DNA is present in the conceived person from the beginning, from the very beginning. So that's a human entity. It's not an animal entity, or it's not a cat or a tiger entity. It's a human entity, and that means it's a human being. I mean, you can't change what's there. And this is why I think that the argument against abortion is not a religious argument. It's a scientific argument. Scientifically, what's there is human from the moment of conception. And if it's human, you have to protect it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, exactly. There's no scientific dispute about when human life begins.
Yes, begins at conception. The heart begins to beat at 3 weeks, the individual heart. The DNA is present from the moment of conception. They already know that. And the more scientific advances they make, the more clear it is that it's human. So what's the argument? The argument is that people don't want to know that it's human. Because if it is human, then a lot of changes have to be made.
Right.
And they don't want to do that. And this has been true throughout history. But people don't want to know, they just refuse to accept. They want to know it, so they don't know it. And that's the sad state of history throughout history, that people accept only what they want to accept.
Right.
But your job is to show them that, make it easier for them to accept what's really happening. And good for you. It's wonderful.
Yeah, the pictures make it a lot easier to understand that this really is a human being. Even if it's inside the body of a woman, it's not her choice to kill her child.
No. Now, once the child has been conceived, it's no longer the woman's choice. It's a sad thing that a woman should have to go through that. But there's a lot of support now, and I think a lot of women don't know that. There's a lot of support for women who are pregnant and want to carry their child and carry their child. So I'd do anything I could to support a woman in that situation, but I would never accept killing that child.
No, and that's what we need to do. We need to support both the woman and her child.
The child, yes. Right. Yep.
Thank you so much for talking to us today, Michael. And,
thank you very much.
Yeah, you have a great day.
Oh, thank you.